Hello, welcome to Japanese craft beer reviews. Today's beer comes from one of my favorite craft breweries in the country of Japan, and that is Kyoto Brewing Company. And they are located in the Minami district of Kyoto, just south of Kyoto Station. And they were founded in 2015 by three foreign residents of the city, and it was an American, a Canadian, and a man from Wales, a Welshman. And they met many years ago when they came to Japan on the JET program, which is a government program which helps find and place native English speakers in teaching positions in junior high and high schools throughout Japan. And they were all sent to northern Japan. Was it Iwate or Aomori? I believe Aomori, which is way, way up north. And they became good friends and kept in touch. And later, when one of them became a home brewer, and also became a very good home brewer, they decided that the three of them would put together a plan and create a brewery in Kyoto. And they did in 2015, and very quickly became one of the most outstanding breweries in Japan. They were named the best new brewery in Japan in 2016 by ratebeer.com, and a few years later the best brewery in Japan by RateBeer also. And so they have done quite well. They have I think just over 300 beers listed on RateBeer, and it is one of the few breweries in Japan for which we have a complete listing, because one man has kept touch with them and listed every single beer they have made. So very complete, thorough listing. And unfortunately, the head brewer, who was with them from the inception of the business, has decided that he would leave, and he did at the end of last year. And they have replaced him, but I don't know exactly the details. I hope to find out sometime soon about who is the new head brewer. He has, of course, many assistant brewers he trained, and so they will be continuing, and I assume the quality of the beer will be quite good, but just a little bit sad. I've known them since they started the brewery. In fact, I knew the head brewer before that, and I knew his homebrew quite. He became very, very good. And of course, as a brewer, he just went into the firmament with all kinds of interesting styles. Well, let's take a look at the beer we have for today, and it is a New Year's beer. It is called Kyoto Brewing Rising Dragon 2024, and in Japanese it is Sho Kiru, and Ru is the way to pronounce this character, dragon. And of course, this year, 2024, is the year of the dragon. And there are 5 different types or elemental symbols for dragons. I just looked them up here, and they are in order here: metal dragon, water dragon, wood dragon, fire dragon, and earth dragon. And this year, 2024, is the wood dragon. And I am a dragon year. I'm not going to tell you which year I was born, but you might be able to guess. The year of the dragon, and it's a red IPA, appropriately enough, and 6.5%, 54 international bittering units. So red IPA is a style we don't see too often these days. Of course, hazy IPAs have kind of taken over that category pretty much. Rate beer, 2 ratings only when I checked, and the average was 3.7 out of 5, pretty high. And on Untapped, 66 ratings, again, when I checked, and the average was higher, 3.81. 690 yen for this beer. That would be $4.61 in US terms. In euros, 4.34 euros. The malt bill for this consists of Pilsner malt, Red X, Red Rye Crystal, and Crystal Medium. And the hops, there are 8 different hops, starting with Columbus, and then Idaho 7, Mosaic, Talus, Chinook, Citra, Riwaka, and Cascade. So quite a lineup of of hops in here. We'll see how that comes out. Okay, 6.5%, 54 international bitter units. Let's see how this is. Yeah, I've just loved Kyoto Brewing since they started, you know, and tried to keep up with them. I've had about half of their output, I think, so far. Okay, it is a slightly hazy, perhaps chill haze, definitely reddish or orangish brown, with a half a finger of kind of off-white head. Let's see, it's a little bit sticky. Okay, carbonation, a little bit rising there, yeah. Okay, aroma, oh my. Oh my. This is quite full. Definitely citrus in there. Very spritzy, kind of attacking the sinuses a bit. Very rich. And I'm going to say there's a pine, some stone fruit. Wow, this is quite earthy. It's not an earth dragon, it's a wood dragon year, but this is an earthy beer. It starts off with some tangy fruit. The bitterness builds throughout. 8 types of hops, yeah. Columbus, Idaho 7, Mosaic, these are all great IPA hops here. Talus is less commonly used. Chinook, of course, has been around for a long time. Citra, yes. Riwaka, I believe, is a New Zealand hop. And Cascade, of course, is the hop that made West Coast beers, pale ales, and IPAs famous, certainly. Cascade hops. This is very, very kind of complex flavor palette. Starts off with some rich stone fruitiness, moves quickly to citrus, and the bitterness kind of builds. 54 IBUs, so it's kind of maybe moderate for the style, but definitely present. Yeah. It's a little bit scratchy, and I assume that is with the rye. Get little tiny bites in mid-palate and through to the finish. The tracks are moderate, not strong bitterness in the finish, but definitely present and lasting. Really nice beer from Kyoto Brewing, and maybe this was one of the last beers that the founding head brewer made. It really is quite good. Again, 6.5%, 54 IBUs. This will definitely be a limited one. It's not on their website even now, but I think you might be able to find it still in stores if you look around. And I hope you do give them a try. And try anything by Kyoto Brewing, and I think you won't be disappointed. Please do let me know what you think, your experience with Kyoto Brewing beers or with this beer. I would like to hear from you. Okay. Please do take care. It's very, very cold here now in Japan. We're getting snow all up and down the Japan seaside coast. And take care. Be careful. Bye-bye.